Salute, 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 salute. Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute, salute, salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers, a space for dialogue, a space of intelligence and integrity. Your space, a space of love, a space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash pals that pay, Westerns that are union, grams that have money, red cups, blue cups, Zakat, charity, damn it, Santa and the bells, all the Reverendite hustling type funds. Damn it, it's a war going on outside. Zelensky's here. Fund the war effort. He getting his funded. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Trust and believe. Boy, I done seen some sights. There's been so many late people down south of the Mason-Dixon. They don't wait it and it's too late. Yeah, got kicked out of PTAs, got arrested first days of schools. Damn it. Boy, it's been a lot. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm telling you, book an assessment if you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention. Please book an assessment. Please stop sending each other outside with tents. Please stop sending each other outside with bandages and arm wraps and slings, scraped up knees and the such. Man, please keep your hands off of each other like that. Okay? Stop having the kids walk around in shame and traumatized. If you need a domestic violence intervention, please book you an assessment. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse counseling and consultation, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, man. Listen to behaviors that should alarm you. What he say he's going to do? What she said? Yeah. Behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. People, conversations, places, events. Man, listen. Listen. That should have, your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What it do, what it do, what it do. As you can see, man, I've been missing in action. Been in the South. Yeah, been in the South. It was Leo's season and we had to celebrate my most precious Leo. Yes. Yes. running around, seeing folks, seeing family, basking in their greatness, in their love, okay? Yeah. And observing some things, feeling specific energies. Yeah, it's a war going on. I'm telling you, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Listen, it's going down. But we here. I'm very appreciative of all of those who were sending DMs and texts and where you at? How you okay? Worrying, concerned, wanting to maintain connection and stay in the loop. Much appreciation. Yes. Yes. That is how we should move with each other at all times, especially when we are out of our area of operation. So to all of those, you know who you are. Much appreciated. Salute to you. Okay? I've seen a lot of things, and we're going to try to talk about a little bit of everything, so make sure the chat is lively. Okay? Tell your classmates you're here. Share it on your little platforms and stuff, your little areas, your little threads, or wherever the hell you at. Share it. Let them know we in class and come to class. I'm going to make an attempt to get at everything, but there's some specifics that I got to get up off of my chest. Yes, indeedy. Okay, so pay attention. Rock with us, because it's kind of late. I'm still a little weary, still a little, bumpity highway drunk. The weather up here is kind of iffy. Man, I'm coming from 92. Back here, 67, nose is tweaking, but I'm going to get through it. You understand? Okay? Yeah. So amongst all other stuff y'all been sending, and we going to get to it. Lil Boosie, bring your ass to class. Somebody tag Lil Boosie. Tag him. Tell him to come to class. Somebody tag the Bagel Meisters, the Hasidic community. Tag them. Yeah. Y'all think y'all escaped the freak-offs. Nah, Bagel Meisters, we know that's y'all behavior. Yup. Terry Crews. Now, as a matter of fact, we're going to leave him. Asriel Cruz, tell you, somebody tag her, bring her to class. Yeah. Listen, I don't give a damn about Hollywood. Being a girl dad, I understand it get testy when somebody go at you chilling. Damn it, y'all Hollywood, I don't give a damn about you. Straight up. Somebody tag her, tell her to come to class. Yeah, all that bumping cat and all that, come to class. Yup, come on. Wallo and Young Thug, come to class. Y'all think that is a commendable act? Yeah, bring their ass to class. And moms, all the moms around the South that was going back. First day of school. Yeah, we seen y'all. Yeah, we seen y'all. Miami, yeah, bring your ass to class, mom. You's a dummy. Come on to class, and while you're at it, man, tag yourselves. Let's see who in class got diggity doggy. Boy, let's see who that Charles is first. God diggity. Go ahead, Charles. Ooh, TC. You second in class. I see you. Yeah, second in class. 55 for TC. God damn it, I ain't seen you in about 11 years. TC. Oh, Jean. Pierre. We see you, Angel. What's going on? Tierra Green, the youngin' is in the spot. South Jersey almost took me out. Miss Green. Y'all weather was a nasty something. I almost slid off the damn turnpike. So South Jersey don't get no shout out tonight. That's right. Y'all try to take me out. Ken Williams, what's going on? Who that? A Wood, Detroit, what's going on? We see you. George Johnson, what up? Philip Boone, what up? Marshy, God diggity dog it, Marshy, you going, boy, I tell you something. I'ma leave you alone, goddamn it, Mount Vernon, but you know already. Hey, Ghoster, what up? We see you, Bam. Philly in the building. What up, Bam? Eric Carlos, the Riverwalk, San Antone in the building. What's going on? Ooh, hot car, what up? We see you. We see you. Lovely lady, what's going on? Geechee. Uh-oh, Dustro 517, what up? Okay, Andre Jones is up late night. We see you. Who that? Merklo, what up? Zone 864 TV, what up? So, let's... Ooh, intellectual soapboxes in the spotty spot. Mike Nice, think for yourself. We see you. Who that? Who that? In the spotty spot with this. See, I got on this new little white shirt, so I can't see. Who is that? Oh, that's Neef Buck. What up? Philly in the building. Deep as always. Stephen Gill, what up? Yeah, we see you. CDP 55. CDP 55. Ooh, Angel. Yeah, Hood Center highlights. What up? Gene Elliott, Kim U. First responders, Canada's in the building. Ooh, Anna and T's in the building. Yeah, CC. What up, Brian? We see you. Dax Packs TV. What up? Ooh, Jeff, what up? King Hazy Hayes. We see you. What up? What up, Jane Doe? We see you. Ooh, Jeff is up in the spotty spot. Construction Site Media TV Grandmaster. What up? Ooh, wee. What up, huh? We see you. Okay. Vet, what up? Who? Dr. Cortez? God diggity doggy, what's going on? Ronald 255. Ronald 255. Cool K Kang, what up? Yvette Army. We see you, Vet. Come on now. Huh? What? Don't talk me to death. God damn it, you in the wrong space. We gonna talk you till your damn ears fall off. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we gonna do in here, God diggity dog. See, Blaze, my sniper. God dog it, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. God dog it, what's going on? We gotta get right to it. Now, I seen some stuff. I seen some stuff in the South this time. I felt some energies. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, them old phase is emboldened. Yeah, they are emboldened. Do you hear me? Did you hear me? They doing a whole lot. They doing a whole lot. Massive passive aggressive shit. Yeah. I felt this. See, I'm from up north. I feel everything. Okay? All that passive aggressive shit be going on in the South. Yeah, I feel it from them old phase. Yeah, I've been feeling it. I felt it all week. Marcus, what up, Marcus? But I'm gonna tell you something. You know what else I felt? Something that I haven't felt in a long time. Black folk embracing each other for real, for real. Now, I know what we see on TikTok. I know what we see in the news. I'm telling you what I felt. There was not, and I'm talking about I was all through NC, SC, Virginia. There was not. Hey, May, much appreciation for the war effort, May. I see you. There was not one time that a black man didn't acknowledge me and make sure I was good. I haven't felt that in a long time. A long time. Jalen, what up? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes, and it is Andrea's born day. We cannot forget. So yes, everybody in the chat, make sure you send her much love. Okay? Yeah, Special K, it's good to hear. For real now. There's been times that I've been in Raleigh. There's been time I've been in Durham and Cary, in Jacksonville, in VA. Black men look through you. Straight up. Because you know a lot of black men down there mess with them old fays. A lot of them walk with them old fays. A lot of them work and worship with them old fays. And they will look right through you. Okay? Not this time. Not this time. And I was in some real iffy parts. You know, I don't know if y'all really know the knowledge about Raleigh-Durham area, Duke, and Chapel Hill. Okay? But Chapel Hill be on some bullshit. Definitely will make you feel unwelcome. Understand? Definitely. It is not a game. And I was in some weird spots over there, and black men look at me like, hey, yo, how you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. And they definitely was peeping the New York plates. So they was like, yo, we got to make sure he all right. We got to make sure he all right. And I loved that. I appreciated that. I felt that energy. I felt it in the malls. I felt it in the hoods. So yeah, definitely felt it and appreciated. But the mofos on some bullshit, and I want y'all to be as militant, I'm telling you, as you can be. There's a lot of overt racism going on. They playing for position, and our people have to be very keen and aware of everything every day. All right? Every day. So be on your P's and Q's. Come to class, review some classes. You dig? Replay to get yourself war ready. Okay? To get yourself war ready. Okay? That's what we talking about here. Now, I know another thing that people may have missed. I don't. With all of the talk of the economy, with all of the talk of our people seeming to be scrounging and black women is unemployed at a high rate and losing jobs and all this other shit, listen, there was not one off-ramp. There was not one intersection on any of the highways in the South, especially where I was, that there wasn't no old faith begging. They fucked up down there. And of course, I'm amped up. I'm just off the highway. Language may be an issue. So this is getting monetized just like they didn't monetize the vid from down there. I don't care. When they do that, I know I've said something that's impactful. So I know tonight ain't gonna be monetized. So make sure y'all do y'all thing. Okay? Yeah. Them old phase is down there twisted. That's why they're getting ultra aggressive. You understand me? Much appreciated for the gift. Do you understand me? They twisted down there. Every off-ramp. I don't care if it's the next off-ramp over. Every exit down there. I seen an old fade with a sign. Dirty. I seen them living on the off-ramps. I've seen them living in the cuts. I've seen them living under the off-ramps. All they are twisted. Twisted. So this is where all that aggression coming from. And y'all keep running around with your little degrees. I got a little bachelor's, I got a master's, I work for this, I work for that. Flossing, running around. And y'all wondering why they trying to burn your houses down. You're wondering why they trying to catch you at the rest stops and choke you up by your neck and all this other weirdness. Stop flossing, stop fronting. It's not a matter of I shouldn't be hiding what I got. I work hard for it. Okay. Remember what I'm telling you. That we are dealing with a totally different type of individual. We're talking about Romans who have no, and I mean absolutely no care or concern for running in a mammy grippers, for running in a 10 and 9-year-old grippers, running in each other grippers. This is the old faith. This is who you dealing with. And you keep thinking and keep playing and believing that it's something sweet. I'm just telling you from my observation that they are broke. And there's nothing worse than the old fae who's down on their luck. Nothing worse than that. And collectively, they twisted. T-47, all the promises that he made to them, all that stuff he's saying to gas them up, that shit ain't filling their belly. Okay? So this is where you seeing all this violence. This is why you're observing all these weird crimes committed by the old fae. Okay? They're twisted. I'm telling you what I seen with my own eyes. It ain't been this bad for them in a minute. Definitely not since the pandemic. It ain't been. These old faces out there begging. And if they not begging, they out there strung out. I'm just telling you what I seen. Now everybody else seemed to be functioning. Where was I at? On the way back, I was in Maryland. Somewhere near some little crab spot. Right outside of Joppa. Wasn't in Joppa because Joppa's twisted. Some little spot. Man. All the black folk out there was pushing something decent. Mid-level sedans. You know. Looking like they all right. Looking like they all right. I'm telling you. Zelda, much appreciation for your service. We appreciate you. Yes, I appreciate you all as well. But they twisted. Shanita Jones, much appreciation for funding the war effort. They twisted. They not doing good at all. Okay? They not doing good at all. Yes, Shanina, they taking black farmers' farmland. Yeah, they doing anything that could be done, they're doing. This is war. And this is the beginnings. The pillaging, the thievery, the scamming. This is what, so you keep flashing if you want to and not preparing. I'm just telling you. All right? So now that I'm back, still ain't get the BK on me yet. I ain't walked the streets. I definitely want to send condolences to those who lost their life, right? Whether they were affiliated or not in the mass shooting on Franklin Ave. Yeah, I peeped it. I know what's being said. I see all of that protesting and miss me with that. This is something that we've been telling y'all I've been working in that field for decades. But people don't listen. They want to play politics. So this is what you get. Keep telling y'all that shit. If you're not conditioning people's minds and then allowing a new way for us to move to get resources to build ourselves up, that shit keeps happening. It's going to keep happening. So I'm all for the will. I'm not doing the bullshit strategy. That's get out of here with it. But again, I believe the young man name is ironically Amadou Diallo. That is not passing by me when it comes to irony. That when we hear the name Amadou Diallo, right? It takes us right back to the initial time we first heard the name and him being unalived with mass bullets. Amadou Diallo initially, right? Migrant, immigrant, unalived by police bullets. This Amadou Diallo, migrant, immigrant, unalived by bullets from other melanated men. Not ironic, okay? Not ironic at all. But again, if there is no new way for us to manifest ourselves, this keeps happening. And it happened every day in NC. Okay, they have just had a 15-year-old unalive his family members down there. People who took him in. Good people. People who were active in their church community. He unalived them. 15 years old. They had him. They took him in the home. Another man just unalived his father, 18-year-old. This is what's going on. Okay? On a regular basis, all throughout the country. So again, if you keep believing them old tactics, that old strategy, that old bullshit messaging is going to work, keep at it. Have at it. I'm telling y'all, it doesn't work. It's dated. Switch up your strategy, okay? This is where we at. Speaking of switching up the strategy. Now, I've seen the video clip. It wasn't even a video clip. I saw still pictures of your man Wallo. Yeah, tag him, tell him to bring his ass to class. And Young Thug visiting a jail in Miami. Man, we've been visiting jails for how long? We done had scared straight programs for how long? Okay? However, people act as if this is a commendable act. And I'm stuck. Really, truly. Which is why I've never been back behind any of those gates at all. When I was released, that's it. Never been back. Not to visit nobody. Not to speak to nobody. Nothing. Excuse me. For what? For what? Because for me, and I'm just speaking for me based on my knowledge, my experience, you are giving people a false hope. Right? False hope. I don't see the message in it. I don't see any books that are being brought into the prison that's going to spark somebody to love themselves to the point of understanding these oppressive institutions and want them to strive for liberation. I don't see them bringing the basic books in there. I don't see them coming in there and saying, yo, listen, this is Assata Shakur's story. This is Mutulu Shakur's story. I don't see that. I hear the same messaging. You got to do better. And the same scared straight. And the war stories. And this could be you. These individuals know this already. Okay? They know this already. Some of these individuals are well seasoned. So after you come up in there and you make your spiel, especially somebody who skirted around the system the way Young Thug has just skirted around it by the skin of his teeth, I gotta question that. I'm not working with law enforcement at all. I'm not working with the justice system at all. How are you in close proximity to people who at any given time can place you right back on the other side of that wall is beyond me. I don't care how black they are, and they all were black. Let me get that straight, especially you individuals who sent me the stills. It looked like the head of security was black, all the COs was black, whoever walked Young Thug and Wallo in there were black, all posting up, excuse me, behind, well, rather in front of the shield. The emblem, the justice system, emblem, like you standing in front of that, proudly posting up that you are in cooperation with these individuals because you can walk in and out. And again, I ask, what is the message? What was the message that you're telling these individuals? Because, like I just told you, old phase have no work. They have no jobs. And I'm not talking about the old phase that went to MIT, that went to Stanford, that are doctors and surgeons and techies. You know, that's not the old phase that we sit among. I'm talking about them old phase that was working in Target. Them dirt farmers from upstate New York. Them dirt farmers from these little barren-ass states that they really are not getting it right. These flood zones, all these old phases, they don't have work. So I'm trying to understand what's the message that Wallo and Young Thug is going up in there with. Because that little bullshit that y'all talk on TikTok and on your little platforms, that shit don't work at all. Trust and believe me. They've been hearing it for the last 2 or 3 years. So again, the show, the views, right? I'm not impressed with it. Because in them same cities, you have no resources for these individuals. You're going in jail and you're telling them what? What is the expectations? I need to know that. What's the expectations? For them to be easy. Yo, be easy. Don't cut each other in jail. Yo, y'all got to be easy. Y'all got to get together. Because, you know, there's opportunities when you get outside. Opportunities for what? Real talk. Because I've been there. And I never promised anybody anything other than, you know, giving them, you know, much longer potential for them to find themselves. I never promised anybody no source of employment or none of that shit. My whole message was for them to love themselves in order for them to really get a knowledge of themselves and understand their positioning. See, because when you get somebody in that frame, then they understand their true position and what they actually are up against. Then, and only then, will they prevent that criminality that has enveloped these individuals. When a person can't see themselves, they damn sure can't see you. When they don't love themselves, they damn sure can't love you. And you ain't going up in no prison and convincing somebody to love themselves without telling them their true condition and their true enemy. So I'm trying to figure this shit out. Yeah, I want to figure it. Like, what are you saying? You tell them they could come out and be a rapper? What are you doing other than the work that the jailers themselves are not able to do? Because, see, the jailers don't speak the language, and the jailers don't care about them. So therefore, all you're doing is pacifying. All you're doing is dousing their rage. That's what you're doing. You'll not be easy, y'all. You got hope. Just do your time and then come on out. Just do your time and come on out. That's the jailers can't convince them to do that. They can't convince them because they don't want them to do it. Whether the jailers are old phase, whether the jailers are black. I already told y'all that several times. Rikers Island, with over 20 different buildings and facilities. Majority of the wardens are black. The security depths and captains are black. The COs are black. Our DAs are black. From the Bronx to Brooklyn, black. Do you understand that you're doing the work? You are fulfilling the programming for the old phase. That's it. Judges are black. Right? Y'all understand that? Y'all seen we just had a class on what's the boy name? Him and his mama. Mama Cash, right? Cash. That was a black DA, a woman. And a black judge, a woman. Sends this man to life. Sends his mama to decades. These black folk. Now, whether they deserve it or not, this is what I'm saying. This is the institution. So when you send a black rapper in there with a black ex-con to talk to inmates, detainees in Miami, what are you saying? I want to know, what are you saying? Because I know for a fact, Wallo ain't never speak about liberation at all. He speak, look at God, and we're going to get into that because I'm tired of that shit too. I'm tired of that. So we're going to get into that definitively. Look at God. Okay, we're going to look at God tonight. Yes. Yes, we're going to look at that term. Okay? So I never seen Wallo speak on nothing that has to do with black liberation at all. Nothing. Get you a job. Become an entrepreneur. Make sure the old phase like you. Deal with the old phase. That's it. He don't want no problems. Nothing. At all. So what is the messaging that's going in there with that? Young Thug wears dresses and skirts, makeup and all that weird shit. So I don't know if he's going in there to look for a boyfriend or not. But his music, his upbringing and everything lets me know that he is not talking any type of liberation is not in his mental capacity to do it. So why are these two going up in the jail? Why am I impressed? Let me know. Let me know. Why should I be impressed that these two are working with the justice system? What is the message? Are they talking about convicted felons who made a difference? Are they going in there and telling them about George Jackson, Jonathan Jackson? Are they going in there and telling them about Eldridge Cleaver and Geronimo Pratt and Sekou Odinga? Are they going in there and saying that these are the individuals, while you're incarcerated, these are the individuals that you need to study so you can be prepared for what's going on when you touch the street? Or are they going in there with the same pre-release bullshit? Yo, we got these programs for you. You do the program. You make sure when you go to the parole board, you accept responsibility. Then you just get out, man, and you just live your life. That shit. That's the shit you telling them. I need to know, cause I'm not impressed at all with it. You gonna get them a job, Wallo, at what is it, $1 million worth of game? You gonna hire one of them? Or few of them? I need to know. Young Thug, your ass still on probation. You still on paper. So I know for an absolute fact that you are in cooperation with these people. Because I'm trying to figure, how does that work? How does somebody on probation get to walk into a facility and speak to convicts or detainees, and they ass still on paper? How that work? That means you have a true cooperation and understanding of the messaging that you need to deliver. I tell you, they wouldn't let my black ass in there. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that there's no security clearance that I would pass. I'm just saying. So these are the questions that y'all need to ask these individuals. Stop allowing people to play in your face. How did Young Thug get in there, and what was his messaging? All them flicks and cheating. What was the message? Okay? Now, speaking of that, in jail, and it didn't escape me that old Sean Kingston, yeah, he got what, 4 years? Yeah, what his mama got? Almost 4 years too? Yeah. Isn't he in Miami too, or is that case in that case is down in Florida too, right? How come he wasn't at the damn shit with Wallo and them? Or is he going straight to prison? He going to the pen? Boy, his little chubby gripper's gonna be all woo fire. On fire. 3.5 years, ooh wee. And they're gonna deport mama ass when she finish, huh? Let me take a little sippy sip. Yeah, because this is what our people do. Our people playing these institutions. And I'm talking about the institution of what? Of with they call the culture, entertainment industry. We gonna break all that shit down. So now, his ass is, woo, go ahead. Go ahead. See, they didn't learn from other individuals in the past, right? I mean, shit, they just watched Tory Lanez get his head almost knocked off, right? Right? Who else had a rough bid? Slick Rick had a rough bid. Y'all might be too young to remember that, but yeah, Slick had a rough little bid. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Capone and Noriega, he had a little rough bid. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, them bids be rough. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Them entertainers don't be built for. R. Kelly got a real rough bid. Yeah. He was making them sing on the phone. Yeah, all type of weird shit. Listen, even John Gotti had a little rough bid. I mean, this equal opportunity ass whipping behind the walls, man. So what is going to be the fate of old Sean Kingston? Huh? We damn sure know he gonna lose some weight. We know that for sure. All them little snacky snacks, he ain't gonna be there. All that big chopped cheese with cocoa bread and all that shit he been eating, that's done. That's done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Steaks and all that shit. Yeah, he out of here. He out of here. Rich ass nigga. He's a rich ass nigga, huh? Yeah. Scamming. Gone. Gone. And I'm hearing Yo Gotti. Yeah. 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 I'm telling you, it never fails, man. This industry shit never fails. So Sean Kingston gone. Mm-hmm. His mama gone. Mm-hmm. Y'all sending pictures of Blueface. His mama proud that he got a little thick. Shit, mama, that ain't nothing but a bigger target. If his ass come out and act stupid like he done did some real jailing. He got thick, but he ain't pick up near book. Because that's what dummies do when they go behind the wall. They get high, blow trees, chase them little chumps. Yeah, you know? Try to find him a little boyfriend. Try to get big and come out and act like everything was all right. Y'all think that's it? You getting thick and your mind is still funky and foggy, right? That's because that's what his conversation still is. We've been here before, right? We seen the best of the best come home and get bodied. Okay? So y'all keep playing with this justice system. Y'all keep playing with these stupid, funky behaviors, right? And dumb thoughts in this new world and the way these things are moving and operating at a quick pace. This is fast. 47 ain't been in a year yet. And he already knee deep in the negotiating some type of white power move. You in there talking about a war in the Ukraine that you gonna fund and already funding Israel. Then what kind of game is this? But black folks still saying, look at God. Yeah, y'all better look at the devil. That's what you need to look at. Y'all lost. Y'all not paying this shit no attention. You dig? Now here we go with another one who seemed to be on, who seem to be moving and invading and evading shit, Lil Boosie. Another one who said, look at God, right? Took a guilty plea for the feds for gun charges. Finally took a plea. Been fighting it for a few years. Going back to jail. Okay? Okay? And how do we know that? Where did he go? Right back to the Euro. Right back in front of Vladimir. Cheesing and smiling. Uh-huh. Yeah. And you have to know and understand that these people are owned. They are owned by this industry shit. You go back to the Euro, sitting there and allowing him to question you again. Allowing this depraved derelict into the life, into the truth about your ass, a melanated person, just really giggling and disrespecting you. Yeah, you've been fighting this for a long time, and you finally took a plea. Well, how does it feel knowing that you're getting ready to go back to jail? Really? Really, Boosie? That's where it's at now? Yeah, well, I had to, and I finally, after talking with friends and family and lawyers, and did this the best decision for me. Right? That's the best decision. Your best decision should have never been to be running around with them things if you wasn't right and exact. That's when, okay? That's when you should have really, really had a good decision. But now you're sickly and you're getting ready to go up in. I don't get it. These dudes of a certain age and of a certain health going in to do time. That shit is mind-boggling. You understand that? You have a certain age, a certain celebrity, and in less than stellar health. And you going to jail? But here we go again. Look at God. Look at God, because he's not, again, going to be sentenced in front of judges or a judge that has it out for him, that doesn't like him. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get sentenced, but at least this time, these judges, they seem not to have it out for me. Look at God. So again, here we go. Y'all up under the old phase institutions. Y'all up under the old phase laws. But you look at God. That's, boy, let me get right into it, because this shit is mean. This mentality is mean. This is what stagnates our people and have been ever since they gave you that dumbass book. Here you go. This is yours. This is yours. And I'm like, what? If the true and living didn't give you the knowledge, first-hand knowledge of how to articulate it, there's no way in hell the European knows what the hell they was dealing with. I already explained that to you. If you come to destroy something, if you come in a library and you are coming from a cave and you don't understand the science, you don't understand the equations, you don't understand the language, so you destroy it, you take it. How the hell can you interpret it in its right and true and exact sense. It is impossible. It is impossible. There's no way. Whether it was Julius Caesar, or Alexander, any of them old face could ever understand us. It would take them millennial, several millennia to even fathom what the original man, God of civilization. You understand? They couldn't understand that. That's why they started destroying it. But you people sit there with that shit with a King James version and look at God. Okay, there you go. There you go, Boosie. There you go. All right? Here you go, Wallo. You said it several times. Y'all keep saying it, and we're going to get into it. I'm telling you. Me, I'm sick of this shit. I'm telling you. So, we're going to get into it. Yeah, okay? So, again, Boosie going to jail. Took a plea deal and said, look at God. You're going to jail. You're going to straight hell. You're going to hell, but look at God. Okay? Well, Wallo and Young Thug. What was the messaging? Some type of false hope? Wallo says, look at God. A lot. Yup. So, got them. Now, Terry Cruz's daughter. Terry Cruz's daughter. We know he has several. We talking about the chubby one who running around bumping pussy. We gonna stay right there. Whether you seen her or not. That's what I'm telling you because this is what she said out of her mouth. Right? Look at God. Christian upbringing. Matter of fact, the upbringing was so celebrated in Hollywood that they scripted the show around it to give people a visual of good, successful Christian black family. And in that Christian black family, she was highlighted because her virginity. Her virginity was intact, and they wrote certain scripts around her to push out into the world. This is Hollywood, where a person or persons, a family, Christian family of God, allowed old phase to script scenes that were not truthful, that were not right and exact, to push to the minds of the masses. So in her virginity, which she said she promised, I'm going to be pure to the Lord, to God, until I am married in front of millions of people. And she claimed she was very embarrassed. But for Hollywood, for the check, your Christian morals, values, or principles was chucked to the side. Chucked it all to the side for the bag. Okay? The same King James versions. The same ones that your pastors tell you about. The same ones that your elected officials tell you about. Listen, the same one that they was just out there with at the vigil on Franklin Avenue. The same book. This same shit. Now she said, this is what she said. Now, she said in it, They wrote in a fake date. A fake date. Even though she's a virgin and pure, they wrote in a script for a fake date. Now, the fake date was with somebody who she really was attracted to some degree, but there was a stagehand or a producer or somebody who worked around the show, the staff, who she really had the hots for. So she was a confused child coming up in a Christian home with black folk who make money for the old faith, lying to our people. Molly, much appreciation for funding the war effort, because that's what she said, that it was a scripted reality TV show, but her virginity was for real. So again, in the freak off, in the gripper gate of the show, they used her to entice the minds of other virgins. Because there's nothing like deflowering a virgin, whether it's in the mind of the old faith or it's on TV, right? Whether it's an intentional spiritual deflowering or something mental. But we know from the beginning of time there's something about virgins and deflowering them that just drives the old faith wild, regardless of age. So in the gripper gate, in the freak off of this show, which her father and her mama stood so firm on, these Christian beliefs went out the window when it was time for them to push this message onto the kids. And what was the message? That she was going on her first date. And she said she was very embarrassed because the staff, the dude that worked with the production, was watching. And she was saying, well, damn, I hope he don't think that this is for real. However, the cute dude who they set up the date with, she was saying, well, damn, does he like me for real, for real? You see how sick that shit is? But she says she's grown now and can speak on it. But look at her. I'm grown up now, and I am what? She said herself that she is with women. Yeah. And that the dude, he is with men. And she said, well, look at God. Yeah, look at God. Look at God. You bumping pussy. His grippers is getting blown out. But this is the message. Like, look at God. That's the manifestation of your beliefs. That you swore you had purity ring from 16, 17, 18 to whatever. Don't even know. We don't know. Not our concern if you ever was with any of those dudes. But we know you bumping pussy now. And look at God. You see how? You see how this term is just thrown out there? And it's consistent. Because even outside of the entertainment industry, I hear people say it all the time. Right? So Boosie saying, look at God, because he's not going to be judged by a judge that hate him, but he's still going to jail. Look at God. Wallo says it all the time. Look at God. Now, this little chubby chick that bumped pussy is telling y'all, look at God. Yeah, look at him. Right? After a scripted TV show lied, okay, perpetuated an idea and a lifestyle that you or your daddy or your mama really wasn't living. But this is Hollywood. This is the entertainment industry. How can we, again, I want y'all to understand that, look at something that we know is pure in its evil. Weinstein is Hollywood to the fullest. Epstein, Hollywood to the fullest. Oh, Puffster, Hollywood. That's the entertainment industry. But God is right there. Because look at God, right? Freak-offs, Gripper Gates, Willow Smith, Jaden Smith, the Cruz daughter. Yeah, right? Who else? Jennifer Hudson's son. Who else? D-Wade, Gabrielle Union, Magic Johnson. You understand? This is okay now. Look at God in the entertainment industry, because this is where it's at. T.D. Jakes, entertainment industry. Tyler Perry, entertainment industry. Kurt Franklin, strutting his ass in tight jeggings, entertainment industry. Cam Newton, lanolated legs and knees shinier than a damn nickel coming out of the U.S. Mint. Entertainment industry. This is where we at with it, right? Let's get to it, because I want to know. I'm serious. I want to look at God. I do. Now, entertainment. Okay, entertainment. Shows, movies, television, or other performances or activities that entertain people, or performance of this type. That is entertainment. No principles, no values, no code, no moral in entertainment. God body, much appreciation. Funding the revolution, salute to the gods and earths. Peace and power, no question. This is entertainment. Okay? Nothing about liberation. Nothing about social order. Nothing. This is entertainment. Shows, movies, television, or other performances or activities that entertain people, or a performance of this type. That's entertainment. Industry. The companies and activities involved in the process of producing goods for sale, especially in a factory or special area. Trade and industry, industry and commerce. So when you have entertainment industry, you have movies, shows for commerce, television, Broadway. This is the entertainment industry. This is shows and performances, make believe, for an industry, for commerce or trade. So you are trading shows, ideas, and all that for commerce, which is why she was so easily led to get rid of them Christian principles to get a first date and a first kiss, because you're in the entertainment industry. So your whole belief system has to get questioned. I gotta question it. Have to. Entertainment industry. Let's go to the legal, the USC, right? Definition. Entertainment industry entity. Entertainment industry entity. The term entertainment industry entity means an entity that creates, produces, promotes, or distributes a work of entertainment intended to be heard, read, viewed, or otherwise experienced by an audience, including theater productions, motion pictures, radio broadcasts, television broadcasts, podcasts, webcasts, other sound or visual recording, music or dance, books or other published material, and such other entertainment activity as determined by the Director of National Intelligence. So in order to be deemed part or to pull resources from the entertainment industry, the Director of National Intelligence has to deem it, overlook it, right? Like when people were saying the CIA or FBI actually created gangster rap and y'all ran with that, this is what they're talking about. Not saying that it's right and exact. I'm just putting it out there for you. That's the entertainment industry. It has to be sanctioned. Nothing is on FCC or past those guidelines without, if it's false, if it's something that could be flagged or detrimental to national security, it's up out of there, right? So you are allowed to say that you're a Christian, but you bumping pussy. That's okay, right? You could say that you're pure, going out on dates. You can influence, right? The way they did with what you call that shit, Teen Mom. You understand? So when blacks come there and they sign, they life to the divine evil, to the devils, this is what they talk about. As I sold my soul. I sold my soul, but look at God. Right? Now, again, another law insider. Entertainment industry definition. Entertainment industry means an employer, including but not limited to any organization or individual using the services of any minor in motion pictures of any type, using any format including theatrical film, commercial, documentary, and television program or similar format by any medium including photography, recording, modeling, theatrical productions, publicity, and any performances where minors perform or entertain. Why minors? I have no idea why that's in that definition, but that's entertainment industry, and now Hollywood, which is a part, is under the umbrella of the entertainment industry. Hollywood. Hollywood is both the name of a specific neighborhood in the city of Los Angeles and a term for the film industry that's located there. Now, Terry Crews, I believe they from LA, or he settled in LA after his little football stuff. I believe his wife is a songwriter. I believe the children was raised in LA, Hollywood, and the Christian value system shit. That again, when people propagate and promote and talk that, I always look at them like, word? Why? Did you look at any other faith, or is this something that you inherited? And how far do you go into it? Because again, when you're in Hollywood in the entertainment industry, I don't see God. I don't. I learned from a very early age about the industry. Yeah, freak-offs and Grippergate been around. We heard about and saw movies and depictions of casting couches and Grippergate for decades. That ain't new. They showed you right in your face many a times. It ain't new. So I don't know what good Christian is up in Hollywood and entertainment industry. Y'all could believe that shit, not me. But if you do believe it, in the description of Hollywood, of entertainment, of the entertainment industry in Hollywood, I found no word or terms or language that said anything about a moral compass. Nothing. Nothing. No moral compass in entertainment industry or Hollywood. None. However, if you are following some type of faith, some type of organized religion, you should have some moral compass. So let's get that in order. A set of beliefs or values that help guide ethical decisions, judgments, and behavior. An internal sense of right and wrong. That's a moral compass. So Hollywood has no moral compass. That ain't in the description of Hollywood. That ain't in the description of the entertainment industry or industries or entertainment. No moral compass. No internal sense of right and wrong. So when you put a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, I said the word, or Jew, in those spaces that are executives of, that are writers of, that are actors, thespians of, that are goddamn it key grips of. I'm looking at that. Who is that person? Not nobody that's going to liberate me or my peoples. Understand? Ain't no moral compass in Hollywood. None. Let's continue. Someone or something that serves as a standard for guiding moral choices, judgments, or behavior. That's a moral compass. That ain't in the definition of Hollywood. That ain't in the definition of the entertainment industry. Not an inch of it. I haven't read it. I haven't said it tonight at all. So miss me with the celebrity worship. Miss me with that. I got to look at you sideways and say, what's really going on here? For real, what's really going on here? Why are they making and have been making the standard for black excellence or success, looking at these people in the entertainment industry, and now they're saying, I'm here because look at God. But there's no moral compass there. No ethics, nothing. So when you telling me that you was raised in a Christian home and you was pure and you pledge your virginity to God, but now today you bumping pussy? Come on, man. What are we talking about here? And then you threw the young man under the bus and said, yeah, that's crazy because now he is a gripper chaser. Yeah, he's actually with men and I'm with women. But the script, right? The producers wrote a script for us as young folk. As if this was going to be my first kiss. This was going to be my first experience. This is where we at with it. Again, look at God. Look at God, right? By looking at me. Look, this is what they say. Hold on now. Because we gotta get to the bottom of this shit. The Urban Dictionary. The Urban, because I'm talking to us. Because I haven't seen no old face say, look at God. I haven't seen no old face get a Source Awards and say, all praise due God. All praise due Jesus Christ. Oh, ain't good. Look at me, ain't God good? For a Source Award or BET Award or Soul Train Award or Oscar, Grammy, or any of them things that they done got jerked out of their money for, might have got jerked out of their grippers for. But they say, look at God. So I got to speak to us. Because I'm trying to figure out, what if somebody was praying all year, this year, to get a BET Award? Just what if? What if they just got in the industry? What if it's their second year in the industry and they've been having a great year and they've been moving? They like, I know if I pray hard enough, I'm going to get a BET Award this year. And the old face deaded it. Ain't no more BET Awards. Look at God. Listen, man. You only in this class because I'm making you think. You have to think. So you can stop believing in this bullshit. Let's continue. The Urban Dictionary suggests that when we say, look at God, we mean someone accomplished something, great or small, to take note of. In the book of Luke, we find the account of an extraordinary event that occurs right before the angel of the Lord visits Mary, a virgin, to tell her she will conceive in her womb and bear a son. Now, this virgin, Terry Crews' daughter, Christian family, Christian values, is bumping pussy. What did the Lord angels tell her? Again, she said, look at God. She accomplished something. She's very good with her sexuality. That she accomplished, right? Look at God. We mean someone accomplished something great or small to take note of. So our sexuality, or any of our sexuality, that one piece is an accomplishment. Because this is the term she used. That's an accomplishment. Which is funny because we're not sexual beings 24 hours out of the day. We just not. I know the old faith wants you to believe as such because he always had access to you. He scraped you whenever he wanted to. He scraped your mama. He scraped your kid's sister. He scraped your uncle. So that's why people have this thing that believes that 24 hours a day, we are who we are. We are heterosexual. We are you minimize who you are as a human being when you lead with that. This is who I am. Accept me for who I am. As if that is the great accomplishment. However, in none of the books is that an accomplishment. That ain't a skill set, who you sleep with or who you don't sleep with. That ain't a skill set. That's nature. But when you're nurtured up here with some bullshit, you believe other than. So that means you're not working for God. You're not working for the universe. You're working to make sure that under the definitions that these Romans and their Latin language gave you, that you're defining yourself by some type of sexual space so they can identify who you are. But look at God. Okay? While he was ministering in the temple, the angel Gabriel appears to Zechariah the priest to tell him that his prayers had been answered and that his wife Elizabeth would bear him a son and to name him John. In the Urban Dictionary, suggests that when we say look at God, we mean someone has accomplished something. So far, all our accomplishments have been measured by white folk. If you get a Tony Award, if you get an Oscar Award, if you get a Emmy Award, if you get a degree, if you get a house, these are accomplishments. So what I'm making an attempt to figure out is when is the accomplishment tied to something that you do for God? Because if we're looking, you want us to look at you. You're saying, look at God. Why? Because I got these things. I'm a manifestation of God because I got these things, because I'm sitting in this mansion, because I'm at these award shows. This is what you're saying, right? So you want us to look at you. You want us to look at you because look at God, look at what he did for me. I'm a manifestation of that. So then why the hell y'all get tight when the 5%ers say, I am a manifestation, I am God. Armor, lega, armor, head, God, cipher, divine. You're saying the same thing. Oh, y'all ain't ready for that conversation. You see? Yeah, we've been saying, look at God. And we've been demonized for it. When we say that, ooh, look at God. You put the Father in the nut house because he said, I'm God. To the judge. The same judges that Lil Boosie said, look at God. He's getting ready to sentence me. When Father Law said I'm God, they put him in the crazy house. So now that the term is running around and the Urban Dictionary is saying someone accomplished something great or small to take note of, we looking at God, we've been telling you that God is you. You're a manifestation of God. So tell me, good Christians, if in a mathematical equation, 3 times 4 equals 4 times 3, and you saying, look at God, why are you so mad when the 5% say I'm God body? When you are saying that you are a manifestation of God's word. Look at God. God got me this car. Ooh, I was struggling. I was on my knees. I got a job, though. Ooh, look at God. That's what you're saying. Same mathematical equation, but you don't understand what you're saying. Because here in your psyche, your belief is that you're worshiping a mystery God under the old faith doctrine. And because the old faiths have told you what you should be manifesting, you get upset when somebody who has knowledge of self makes an attempt to articulate it to you. Y'all come to class to learn. I'm not coming to bullshit. So I'm trying to figure out when y'all say, look at God, and y'all in Hollywood, y'all in the entertainment industry, y'all in the sports industry, is God in hell? Because we know that for a fact. So I hope, I'm saying, listen now, because we know that hell is hell. We know that because y'all said the Puffster put them people grippers in pure hell. Cassie went through hell dealing with the Puffster. Weinstein, old Harvey, put people in hell, going through his house, his casting couch. Y'all said Epstein Island was pure hell, right? So we know the entertainment industry is hell. We know the prison system is hell. People are going through it. We know poverty is hell. But look at God, right? Let's see. I want to know, is God in hell? I want to know, is God in Hollywood? And then, because that's hell. I want to know, is hell at the tip of the Puffster's manhood? Let's see. God's omnipresence is one of his essential attributes. This is what it says. This is what y'all say. This is the manifestation. His justice is also essential. His. So again, I always ask women, are you ready to be secondary but most necessary in the kingdom of God? Or do you see yourself as being equal? Because they will never say she. The old faith never say she. Never. At all. Unless she bit the apple. Unless she was a Jezebel. Okay? Much appreciation, God body salute. Knowledge build in session. May the knowledge build born the revolutionary mind. Like it has mine. Salute, salute, God, salute. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's go. God's omnipresence is one of his essential attributes. His justice is also essential, and therefore it is necessary for him to punish unrepentant sinners. Hell is described as a place where people are removed from God's presence. Yet God is everywhere present. This is a paradox. Yes, it is. This is a contradiction. So what did these people do in the eyes of God to deserve what the puffster is allegedly done to them? Or Weinstein, or Epstein, or Clive Davis, Russell Simmons, man, LL Cool J, any of these individuals. Yeah, LL Cool J too. Kadada was a kid when he was running around. Let's not even get there, okay? Y'all trying to keep that shit quiet. Okay? Now, is this God omnipresent? Is he in hell? Is he in Hollywood? Listen, I want to know. I want to know. 3 passages are particularly important to this discussion. First is Psalms 139, 7, 8, in which David says, "Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there." The word translated hell in the New King James Version is the Hebrew Sheol, which simply means the grave or the place of the dead. Sheol is a broad term and is not synonymous with hell, a word commonly used to refer to that eternal place of punishment. All Psalm 139 says that God is as present in the afterlife as he is in this life. So when y'all go through hell to get those awards, and you get the award and you still in hell, we supposed to look at God. Because that's what y'all say. That's what y'all say all the time. This has been a term that I'm even seeing chicken heads say it. Ooh, look at, I ain't have no way to get my hair done. Now look at this wig. See my wig and my eyelashes? Look at God. I've heard strippers say it. Ooh, I made $1,500 tonight. Look at God. But it's never look at God when you get them AIDS results back. Right? Never look at God when that judge give you that, boom, 15 years. Right? It's only when you're successful in the eyes of the old faith. when we're supposed to measure you as a successful individual because you got some type of trinket from the Ofe. Second, let me not go there. Let me not, y'all not ready. Let's go. In Revelation 14:10, presence is a literal translation of the Greek enopion, which means in the presence of, before. This is a spatial word suggesting proximity and literal measurable distances. Like I keep telling y'all, wars are won by those who control time and space. Time and space cuts off distance. Anyway, again, let's get right to it. Okay? This is a spatial word suggesting proximity and literal measurable distances. In contrast, the word translated presence into the Thessalonians is prosopon, right? That's it, prosopon, which most commonly refers to a person's face or outward appearance. Paul appears to have taken this verbiage directly from Isaiah 2:10 as found in the Septuagint. There are other references to God and his people being separated, even on earth. See Psalm 22, verse 1, right? Some have taught that Paul refers to a total absence of the favor of God. This description of hell would present a more exact opposite to heaven. Heaven provides blessings and wholeness not through being closer spatially to God, but by being in complete fellowship with him. Hell is associated with a complete lack of blessings due to the severing of any fellowship with God. All right? So you're supposed to be in hell, right? Due to severing any fellowship. So how are all these entertainers and athletes who praise God when they get drafted? Ooh, praise God. First, I'd like to say thank God. Because without him, I wouldn't be here. So that means they're in fellowship. When they say that, they're in fellowship. Am I right? Okay? Ooh, thank God. I'd like to thank God for this Oscar. And then I'd like to thank the industry. I'd like to thank Paramount Records. I'd like to thank MGM. This is what they talk about. This is what they say. So that means when they saying that they're in fellowship with God, tell me how they get to jail at. Tell me how all the misfortune happens. So now, somebody who's in distinct fellowship, right? Because Boosie said, look at God, I'm not being judged by the judge that don't like me. I'm going to be judged by a judge that don't know me. Look at God sending me to hell. That makes sense? No, that makes sense. A girl who was raised Christian, who had no power to say yes or no over a script that depicted her as a virgin going on a first date, is a grown woman now bumping pussy. Look at God. That makes sense. Listen, help me out. Help me out. Help me out. In heaven, believers will see his face. Revelations 22:4. At that moment, they will behold all of God's beauty, grace, and perfection. In hell, sinners will know nothing of beauty, grace, or perfection as God, as it were, turns his face away. So how are we looking at God? Tell me now. I want to know. I want to know how we look at God. If right here in the book is telling you you're only going to see his face in heaven. So what are we looking for when y'all people are saying, look at God? Again, we're looking at you and your accomplishments. We're looking at you and your journey. We're looking at you and what you're saying that you're manifesting when you say, look at God, because we can't see his face. This is right here in your book. So that means you're telling us to look at you. So the 5% say, I'm God. Who's the original man? Original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, God of the universe. This is what is said. Look at me as we manifest who we be through knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture of freedom, power of refinement, equality, God, build or destroy, borns our cipher. This is what is said. Look at God. Y'all mad with that. But y'all say the same thing. Y'all say, look at God, I got an Oscar. Look at God, I got a Grammy. Look at God, my credit score is 800 today. But the book is say, in heaven, believers will see his face at that moment in heaven. In heaven. They will behold all of God's beauty. God, beauty ain't the mansion. It ain't your stinking ass Ferrari. It ain't your chicken boss stores. It ain't your fat bubble BBL ass. Ain't none of that got to do with God. You will see his grace and perfection, but in hell, sinners will know nothing of beauty, grace, or perfection. So when you see Serena Williams and you was raised and you looking at her, you saying, damn, she's bad. Ooh, her body, she's built, she's solid. Look at her brown skin, the cat suit. She could not see her beauty, her grace, or perfection, so she tampered with it, lost weight, blonde hair, went full. So that means she in hell. But she'll tell you, look at God. Listen, I'm just asking questions here, man. That's it. Ultimately, it appears that God is indeed present in hell, or hell is in his presence, depending on how one looks at it. God is and will forever be omnipresent. He will forever know what is happening in hell. However, this does not mean that the souls imprisoned there will have a relationship with God or engage in communication with him. He will be spatially present, but relationally distant. What? So that means he's like a baby daddy. You know of him, but he never come through. Oh, so that's what y'all say. This is what you're saying. God is a baby daddy. Right? I mean, this is what it read. Ultimately, it appears that God is indeed present in hell or hell is in his presence, depending on how one looks at it. God is and will forever be omnipresent. The baby father is always omnipresent because the mother is always cursing him, always telling the kids bad shit about him. The court's always taken from him, so he omnipresent. He will forever know what is happening in hell. However, this does not mean that the souls in prison there will have a relationship with God or engage in communication with him. So the baby father might pick up the phone, he might not. He may come through on the birthday, he may not. But the kids will be in hell because they don't have a relationship. It's distant. So why y'all mad at baby daddies if they doing God's work? I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all got to help me here. I'm serious. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It's just questions. It's just questions. Get mad at me. I'm just questioning. I'm questioning. Okay? Look at God. All right? Let's go to somebody else. Yeah, because, again, when I'm flowing in class, I'm flowing. Sometimes you got to catch the replay to go, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me check this out. Wait a minute. Because I'm coming in perfect truth. That's it. There ain't no great lines with me. There's no bullshit. I'm consistent. You could come, you can leave. You can leave and never come back. I'm going to always be me. Consistent truth. Because without truth, we can't have liberation. We can't have liberation on lies. So I don't care who come around, who don't. When I'm here, I'm consistent. This ain't no Umar shit here. This ain't no Tariq bullshit here. This ain't none of that weird shit here. This ain't my song. This ain't Tamika. This ain't none of that derelict bullshit. None of that. This is truth. Without truth, you have no liberation. Without truth, you have no love. I don't follow the doctrines of the old faith. I'm asking you questions. Okay? But everybody's consistent in their bullshit, so let's go to the Bagel Meisters. Yeah, let's go to the Bagel Meisters. Yeah, because a Bagel Meister was caught videotaping young girls on his phone. Yeah, he filming young girls in some type of social security office. Eric Brown, much appreciation for the super chat. Huh? I'm going to say it again. Bagelmeister was caught in a social service office videotaping minors. He got caught. By who? By a melanated fellow. Ran up on him and said, yo, delete those videos. Huh? Delete those videos. I knew he was doing that. I've been watching him. You taping these young girls. Delete all of them. And he stood there and was watching him as he was deleting them. Then he told him, no, go to your delete and delete to delete. Had him pressed. Hasidic with the curls and a funny ass hat. Straight Bagelmeister. In the social service office videotaping minors. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Black man came and checked him. Delete it. Delete it. Now, he did it so smooth, and they was going to pound him out, and one of the young dudes actually snatched the phone. Look how sharp this black man is. Nah, son. Give him the phone back. That's a robbery. Don't take his phone. Give it back. Here, delete them. Delete it all. Look at them. Them girls is 11 and 12. Now, of course, they don't know what's going on. They didn't see him. And they look like they were not even from here. So unbeknownst to them, this freak could be selling a viz, could be lining them up, may have somebody in the office that have their address. So in it, and I don't know why he's not viral. I don't know why he isn't, and I'm talking about the brother that stopped this shit, why he isn't getting his due props. Why nobody's naming him. But y'all want to talk about Wallo ass. They want to talk about this bullshit that they do on a regular. This man stepped up and was sharp enough to make sure that they got the job done without going to jail, without putting hands on this nasty bastard. You understand? Smooth with it. Nah, son, don't take his phone. Now that's a robbery charge. But check it. When they were going to, because he was trying to boogie up out of there, when they was chasing him down and telling people call 911, get the police, look who steps up. And I keep telling y'all, here go the black woman security guard. Yo, chick, yo, what are y'all doing? Not minding her business, but minding the business of the institution. You see how that work? You see that shit? You see the mentality of what you up against? When you move in a godly manner, when you making sure that community is safe, strangers that don't know you, that are now benefiting from your work, black man. The black woman in the security uniform. Yo, what you do? What are y'all doing? What the fuck? What are you talking? You don't know what's going on, but you see black men pressing a Hasidic. You don't know what is going on, but you stopping the black dude instead of grabbing up this Ofe. Because you're in a security uniform. You're securing because your mind is in a place of, I have to make sure that the boss, you ain't even securing shit. There's nothing of value in a social security office, whether it was welfare, whether it was an ID spot, DMV, ain't nothing in there. But here you are, super nigger, to protect this nasty bastard that's in there filming young girls. You step in front of the black man. That's at the end of the vid. I peeps everything. Same like the MTA person running around with the badge like she's super tough. I seen that video too. I told you, these are the ones who's going to send your kids to jail. These are the ones who are going to tell on the liberators when liberators are putting in that necessary work to save black women and children. When these old face start acting crazy, these are the little bitches. These with the uniforms and the badges that's going to rock and say, no, there they go. because they're conditioned. They don't have any type of knowledge of self. They don't have any type of knowledge of how fascism works. They don't understand the terms. They don't know the difference between communists, socialists, fascists. They can't gather that. They don't understand nothing. But my belly hungry, I got a job. I don't care. Whatever the old face say do, I'm going to do. Okay? This is where you at with it. Immediately, I'm going to stop people from getting on the bus. Immediately, oh, you are actually 3 centimeters close. Oh, wait a minute. You are 2 minutes over the parking. These dangers to the community. So she is stopping them while they are trying to prevent a crime. This man is filming minors. But since he's dressed in his garb, the black bitch comes to save the day. I'm telling y'all, when I keep telling you that you are hated for your consciousness, that you are hated for being woke, that energy, that essence, this is not light work. You have to be of a trained mind, body, and balanced soul to really be somebody who is engaged in the struggle. If not, you're going to fail. Okay? Y'all better know who y'all enemy is. Y'all better stop with that kumbaya shit. Y'all better stop with thinking that, man, I'm telling you. Be mindful, as these lessons come. They coming at you. I'm not playing. And shit, I don't bullshit. That's why people run. Scared of the consistency. I've never seen this water before. I don't know what this shit is. Some shit out of Maryland. I was like, what the hell is Royal Farms? And why are you charging me $1.39 for this shit? But when you travel on Sundays, you don't know what you're going to get. Ooh. This shit don't be open. What the hell is this? This is the hell they giving y'all out there? Oh, God. This shit tastes like Alka-Seltzer. Shit. Okay, let's go, because somebody... Yeah. War effort. I know, see, Blaze, it be light. So, listen, I'm telling you, I know how it moves. Umar fucked everything up. People don't get it. You understand? See, that's how that work. When you get dummies like that, who got hundreds of thousands of views and followers and subscribers, and he was full of shit for a decade, and I told y'all that. So now, when you say war effort, people like, shh, but they're gonna go. And I seen the next one that y'all got coming up. Whatever Conscious Lee or Dr. Lee or whoever this bozo is, they next, and they're gonna get y'all, and they're gonna run y'all for 2 or 3 years with this stupid shit that they got. That's what irks my stomach more than anything. They just regurgitate the same game and give it to y'all. And y'all ready. They package it up, they shine them up. Put them in a space with other people who's been telling y'all a bunch of nothing. And y'all ready. Off and running. Yeah, no. You peace power to them. Well, yeah, they gonna do it. They ain't doing shit. Ain't teaching y'all nothing, but keeping you stuck. Exactly. Same play, different shit. So let's go. Because I keep telling y'all, don't wait until it's too late. I tell y'all that every damn class. We got a mother in Miami-Dade County. Bring your ass to class if you out on bail. Because as of yet, I don't think you made bail. But you are a dummy. And any of y'all other mothers who don't have control, who don't have an anger management plan, who still haven't had therapy because you grew up in poverty or you grew up in these conditions that are overwhelming. Y'all don't understand that women are not supposed to grow up in those conditions, that it alters their essence. Okay, that you need some type of therapy or counseling or something, because you can't get none of that shit in alignment. And up here is not right and exact. It don't work like that. So we got this mama who waited until it was too late. First day of school. Mama, you on some dumb. First day. God damn it. A mother was arrested after she allegedly threatened to clap the mother of a disabled child in the face because she was taking too long to drop off the child on the first day of school. Okay? Yeah, Miami, where y'all at? According to records obtained, 39-year-old Erica Letitia Cruz was dropping off her child at their first day of school at Arcola Lake Elementary when she became frustrated with a mother who she believed was taking too long to drop off her disabled child. Excuse me. Cruz allegedly told police that the mother and the child were in the way while she was trying to drop off her own kid. She got into a verbal altercation with the woman. According to the victim, Cruz pulled up behind her and started honking. The victim said Cruz told her to hurry the F up and even claimed that Cruz bumped her with her car. Although an officer who helped arrest Cruz would later claim in court that he did not think the bump was intentional, Cruz, the allegedly excited one in the vehicle, says to the lady, "One more word and I'm going to clap you in the face," and reached in her purse. Now, you heard that right. This lady is crossing her disabled kid. The kid is autistic and has struggles walking. 6 years old, crossing the street. This dummy, this mother of the year on the first day of school, pulled out the ratchet, showed her the ratchet, said, "Yo, I'm going to clap you in your face if you don't get out the way." This is what she said. Cruz was arrested and charged with exhibiting a weapon on school property. I told y'all that's a felony. Anything on school property. I don't care if it's a fist fight. I don't care what it is. It's a felony. You're endangering the welfare of children. Dummy, that's nationwide. Aggravated assault with a firearm and aggravated battery. During her arrest, police found a 6 Sawyer P238 handgun in Cruz's purse. So you, on the first day of school, you get locked up. You missed the kid's first day of school. The kid, your kids, we don't know the situation, might get taken from you. Your ass ain't get bail. They held you. You a real winner, ain't you? But you see how anger works? You see how being in, you see the steps? Why are you bringing the ratchet to take your kid to school, elementary school? You got the ratchet, you got the hammer on you. Taking your kid to elementary school. Not only that, your ass is so impatient that you see a disabled kid walking and you talking about hurry up and you getting out of your car, drawing. This is the type of time y'all on. This is the type of time you on. Told a woman you gonna clap her in the face. In front of us, the woman said, I was so scared. And somebody intervened. And somebody in the next car said, yo, get in your, put that away. What are you doing? This is the type of time people on. But look at God. Right? Yeah. She gonna be late for everything now. I don't think she was rushing anywhere. Probably is trying to get to the crack man. That's it. That's it. Because, you know, crackheads drive in the South. Yeah, crackheads got a car. Crackheads got butt, too. They don't smoke it all the way because they stay in them little spots eating biscuits and cheese and shit. Crackheads in the South is different. She was probably trying to get to the crack, man. She was probably crunching. Because I don't, what kind of, but a lot of people have those severe anger issues. Severe. They're aggravated. They're frustrated. And I told you there's multi-layers to why people move and act the way they act. So she's enraged, she's struggling, because she had on a struggle outfit. And very distraught in the eyes. So you enraged, you struggling, a lot might have been going on. And now, since you off balance and you got anger issues, I'm quite certain that you're under some type of addiction. Because nobody pulls out a ratchet. Nobody pulls out the hammer in front of an elementary school. Unless you got some other things going on. You're either trying to get to the crack man, trying to get to the meth man, trying to go suck somebody off to get to the crack man or meth man. It and this is what we up against. I keep telling y'all. You have to understand what we up against. So you can't just tell them, look at God, be good, be chill, you know, to get yourself together. All that, but get that, what are you talking about? What services are being provided by Hollywood and the entertainment industry to bring people out of a slave mental death and power? What resources? What are you teaching them? Nobody has the answers at all. Y'all just want to go back and forth talking. Y'all don't want to work. We got 15-year-olds. When I tell you the news in North Carolina is New York City pales in comparison to NC. 15-year-old. 15! Unalived 3 family members who took him in. Shot them. next day, an 18-year-old boy unalived his father, clapped him. All type of shit going on down there. I don't even want to get into the DV case because that was so disturbing because my daughter's supposed to be at the school. 21-year-old girl, unalived in a DV situation, was breaking up with the boyfriend. And he clapped her right there, NC Central student. Clapped her and then clapped himself, bodied himself. What hurts me is that the week before, he clapped at her and she goes back to the apartment to get her things. This is the type of time people on. But y'all got dudes going into jails, photo ops, and talking about they talk to them. What the hell did they talk to them about? Because Wallo talked to Young Thug before he even caught his case and told him, yo, chill out. You about to go down. Right? Y'all remember that? He told him that. And he ain't listen. So where we at with it now? Y'all don't understand what has to take place. If you're not speaking from a point of liberation, if you're not showing people how to name themselves and name their energy, if you're not studying people who have fought the mindset, the conditioning of what old faiths have done to them, you're not serving them at all. You're not teaching them or educating them about shit. Nothing. Nothing. Because we in hell for real. And ain't no house you can sit your ass in. Ain't no car you can drive. Ain't no blue pill that a dude could take to run up in your behind for 6 hours. None of that shit is going to stop the oppression and the enslavement, because that's what wages and wage labor is. It's enslavement. Ain't nothing you can do that's going to stop that other than fighting, organizing, unifying, having a conceptualization of life without the Ofe. That's it. All other talk is bullshit, futile. You know? So again, I'm back in the town, making every attempt to not be disappointed in how the masses move. You know, it's very disheartening at times to, you know, be in a space and say, damn, y'all ain't catch up yet. I told y'all about him years ago. Yeah, that's disheartening. Only to have another 2 or 3 people spring up to do the same shit. I'm watching. I watch everybody. Trust and believe that shit. And all they do, the whole face, put another one right in front of your face. Oh, here, take that one. Here, this one says something deep. Okay? Because it's, you know, it becomes something that something I gotta ponder on, you know. But I see people, trust and believe, I see those who are really, really, really engaged in what we're doing here, and I see those who play. But those who play, they're gonna end up in hell. Yeah, they're gonna end up in hell. Yeah, they won't see the God face. That's how I like it too. Yeah, they won't see the God face. All right, so on that note, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. On my classroom assistants, much appreciation. Classroom assistants. Much appreciation for holding me down as always. Okay? Yeah, much appreciation for holding me down as always. And I believe it's Wednesday. I have 2 funerals to go to. 2 people who, again, are very dear to the community of East New York have passed. My man Chris C. Crino and Allison Alleycat. I mean, and I believe they're both the same day, so I'm not sure about Wednesday. I know we're going to have class tomorrow. I know that. Yeah, because I got to get at some of these people who got away last week, But, we here, class is back in session. Again, to those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. Much appreciation, as always. You dig? Truckers, man. I told y'all last week, be careful. Make sure you holding something. And make sure you know how to use it. Okay? Make sure you know how to use it. And don't hesitate. I'm telling you, don't hesitate. Y'all out there on that road, you by yourself. Man, use that thing. I'm telling you. And a quick note, for real, before I breeze out. I seen a video. And I'm sure most of y'all seen the video. With homie that's supposed to have got backdoored and all that. And there's that in the Bronx. And that dude just came up and wigged him. Wow. And people was taking, yo. Listen. Y'all can't have it both ways. Okay? Dude is in the streets. Homie came up and put in that work. There was no strays, no kids got hit, no elders got hit. He came, he had an issue, he dealt with that issue. Now, if it was something different, I could see y'all beefing. But that's how it's supposed to be done. That's how it's supposed to be done. Nice, clean, nobody else got messed with. So now either that's going to be it, or you're going to have the other shit like, these little kids getting hit and all that. But for me, I don't see nothing wrong. That's what it is. You play, that's what it is. No one else was hurt. So y'all keep sending it. I saw it, but what am I? I don't have no empathy for that. See, people who look at it and feel the ways is because you're looking at the individual and you're saying, well, damn, is that it? That's his life. His life is gone, and it's unnecessary, right? In all reality, we don't know exactly what happened. I do believe that there was a video moving around as he had an altercation. He put hands on a girl. It was something. Again, I wasn't in the town, and I'm moving and shaking and trying to keep things on cap, but I'm not sure if it's the same individual who's supposed to have an altercation where he put hands on a girl or whatever it was. Whether it was some type of gang shit, whatever it was, He did. TC said, right? He snuffed the girl, he dropped her. Yeah. So I'm telling y'all about domestic violence or intimate relationship violence. You see what happens? Because everybody doesn't have a filter where they can say, yo, hold up. This doesn't require this action. But it was clean. The problem is he could have did something else with his life. See, that's when the tears come in. It's sad because when we have individuals who are in the street, who are young and who pass away, they didn't realize or live up to a specific potential. I keep telling y'all, we all have the potential to be greater. I could have banged somebody out when I was in the spot and never came home. Many a day somebody's disrespected, said something crazy, looked a certain way. I could have did anything. I could have unallowed somebody behind the wall, but what? Now where I'm at. I knew that my potential to be greater was not there. Every one of us makes a decision, several decisions that could create greatness or cause us to suffer unforeseen consequences. We have to make sure that we're able to make clean decisions quickly and effectively all day, every day. All of us. So I know what that is. I've been there. I know what that life is. I've been there. Sometimes I still go there. Remember, I practice anger management my damn self. Trust and believe that. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Okay? So again, I'm here for those who need your sessions, who are already under here, book your session. Okay? For those who never had an assessment, get an assessment and do what you do, because we have to be balanced, right? Gotta be balanced. Some of y'all, some of my classroom assistants are perfect examples. They stay on it. They stay on these sessions. They're consistently working on themselves. And I applaud them. I applaud them. Others come and go. Others duck and hide. Others are so consumed with gossip and bullshit that, cool. That don't matter to me none. I've been doing this too long. I've been doing it too long. So I'm telling you all, if you want to win, all right, if you want to survive, you have to put in that effort. You have to engage that thought muscle. Have to. Other than that, you're going to get swallowed up. You're going to get stressed out. Boom. And that's it. Because it's a lot going on. This is not easy. It's a lot going on. So we need each other, right? More now than we ever have. So again, my classroom assistants hold me down, right? And all those who DM me, who check on me, who, are consistently engaged in questions and thoughts and how should we move and where we going. And yes, that's what we do. That's what we do. Because that is the only thing that's going to allow us to defeat what these people may be planning for us. All right, so do your thing again. Come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe out there. I'm dead serious. Be safe. Don't allow nobody to harm you. And social distance. Don't allow anybody to breathe up on you and get you sick. Okay? And watch out, grippers. I see y'all. Y'all sure is in them streets. Y'all sure be going to every function. Y'all sure be partying, having a good old time. Watch out, grippers. I'm telling you. Y'all think these old fags ain't watching. They be looking. They be around. And y'all all prideful and happy and cheesing and smiling and going on trips and doing a whole lot of shit. Them old fags be in the cut. And I'm telling you, they broke, they envious, and they got some depraved minds. They will get your grippers. I'm telling you right now. Be disciplined. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. And 55 gang, get y'all grades up.